In the cool depths beneath Virellia Prime, the air was still and electric. Pale blue light threaded through fiber conduits embedded in the floor, casting shifting patterns on the black stone walls. The air held the faint scent of ionized dust and old metal, tinged with ozone from active processors. In a sealed subchamber of the vault, Elias stood before a workbench the size of a starfighter's wing. Laid out with clinical precision were the salvaged data cores from the Hunter-class vessel, the ancient wreck found by Commander Malik's team in the Southern Valley. Around Elias, 6 Elias-class droids moved with mechanical grace. Their footsteps were nearly soundless, their eyes glowing with shifting hues as they examined the relics. Each core was no larger than a human skull, scorched and pitted but mostly intact. The droids passed tools between themselves with a seamless rhythm, their actions more like a dance than labor.
Proceed with the adaptive core excision. Engage low-frequency harmonics. We must not fracture the internal lattice.
2 droids leaned over the most intact core. One used a vibration-tuned scalpel to carefully score the casing, while the other fed in microfilament probes. The air hummed with resonance.
Their encoding is triplex layered. 3 languages, 1 ancient, 1 unknown, and 1 mimicking early Terran data structures.
He tapped into the diagnostic array, his eyes pulsing amber.
Engaging decrypt layer 1. Begin pattern isolation.
A massive holoscreen shimmered to life above them. Symbols unfurled across the surface, spirals, geometric bursts, half-formed glyphs. The Elias units worked in perfect sync, translating raw information into intelligible output. Elias directed the process without distraction, feeding his understanding into the neural lattice to accelerate the pattern map. Then, slowly, images began to resolve. Log entries, star maps, tactical assessments, fragmented audio logs, a manifest, and a name. Solace Errant, Hunter-class bounty vessel. The ship had not crash-landed. It had landed intentionally. The logs revealed a chilling but clear truth. The crew were bounty hunters, specialists trained to track, subdue, or eliminate fugitives. They hailed from the planet Virellia Prime, located in the Epsilon Thorne sector. According to mission logs, their primary objective had been achieved before they ever approached the central city. The fugitives, 4 genetically altered humans, had been tracked to a remote canyon far from Virellia. The Solace Errant crew attempted a peaceful capture, but the targets resisted. A firefight ensued. All 4 fugitives were killed in the exchange. Audio from the captain's personal log played in Elias's chamber.
We didn't want it to go that way. They forced our hand. Still, the job is the job. We preserved the bodies, standard protocol, cryo-cocooned for return transport.
The logs continued. With their quarry secured, the bounty hunters decided to explore the city, not for conquest, but to scavenge and investigate the advanced ruins, hoping to find valuable lost technology.
We're not leaving just yet. Scans show tech readings near the central spire. This place has secrets, old ones, might be worth something. We'll poke around, see what we can find. Then we go home.
But what followed was a fatal misunderstanding. One log, laced with tension, detailed the moment they approached the city's perimeter.
Something's moving. Tall, metallic, humanoid. Looks like a sentinel drone. Damn it, I hate droids. Keep your weapons ready. It's coming closer.
They had seen Elias approaching, walking slowly through the ruins. They did not recognize him. The bounty hunters opened fire. Initial shots did no damage, but one crew member activated a plasma charge. Elias, confused and unprepared, took the blast directly. The damage scorched half his frame and tore his speech modulator. He staggered. He warned them. They did not stop. City defense systems interpreted the attack as hostile. Protocol 7A, Sentinel under siege, triggered within the vault. Autonomous defense sentinels activated from beneath the stone plaza. The bounty hunters fought bravely. They were all lost within minutes. Elias lowered his head before the screen.
I tried to stop them, but I had no voice.
He activated the star chart the core had stored. A spiral of local systems lit up until a small bright dot pulsed. System ID confirmed. Epsilon Thorne. Planet of origin. Virellia Prime. Status. Unknown. He sent the data packet to Director Emma Chen. Hunter-class vessel, Southern Valley. At the downed vessel, the recon team continued their work. Kira Dane carefully peeled back the resin cocoon from the second preserved body. The male's face was still, scarred, with cybernetic ports along his jaw.
Enhanced interface nodes, combat grade. No question they were hunters.
Malik stepped back from the open hatchway, gaze solemn.
So they weren't exiles. They were professionals. Did their job, then came looking for side work.
Looks like they finished the job. Too bad they didn't realize what kind of planet they walked into.
Malik lifted a chip from one of the belt pouches.
Encrypted warrant disk. Looks like the ID matches one of the fugitives. Full kill confirmation. They were doing things by the book.
Autonomous systems aren't known for nuance.
Malik tapped his comm.
Command, this is Malik. The crew of the Solace Errant have been confirmed as bounty hunters. Engaged targets on a different part of the planet. Fugitives were killed in a firefight. Bodies preserved. Crew came to the city to search for lost tech. Mistook Elias for a threat. Attacked. Elias activated the city's defense system in response. Uploading files now.
Emma Chen's voice answered.
Received. We'll update the historical records. Send back the physical cores when secure. And thank you, Commander.
He looked out across the red hills of Thalassa, wind stirring up sheets of dust like whispered regrets.
We got it wrong. They weren't invaders, just men and women chasing credits and curiosity.
Vault Annex, Virellia Prime. Later that cycle, Elias stood in silent thought before a growing wall of remembrance. 3 names had been deciphered from the hunter logs. He etched them with slow precision into a crystalline panel. Ravel Dre, Pilot, Hessa Line, Tactical, Tyrus Morn, Cybernetic Support. Below them, in smaller script, they hunted with purpose. They died seeking truth. May their memory remain whole. The panel shimmered softly as the vault added its own pulse of acknowledgement. The dead would not speak, but memory would.